Hi guys!
Hello.
I am actually very interested in the psychology behind money and personal finance because for whatever reason, we as humans become irrational fools whenever we get that little piece of paper in our hand or in our mind, and I don't understand it. Reflecting on this topic is exactly why we like making these videos.
To set up today's topic, we need to talk about something briefly that you've probably heard before. Even though something's on sale doesn't mean you're saving money. In other words, if you buy an ugly $100 shirt just because it's $10 and you never end up wearing it, you're not saving $90, you're wasting $10.
But that's obvious, you're saying to yourself. What a lame video. They're really phoning it in these days. But wait, there's more. Say that you're actually bargain hunting and it's for things that you would actually normally buy. For example, maybe you save $50 a month on your car insurance. You were spending $150 a month before, now you're spending $50 a month saved, right? Well, it could be, but you're not quite there. You're missing the last critical step of actually converting those discounts and lowered rates into actual savings. Now that could mean physically transferring it to a savings account or an investment account or paying off debt, but you actually have to use that money for long-term goals in order for it to be considered savings.
If you're living paycheck to paycheck, then you're never really saving money, no matter how many great deals you snatch up. But things get even more interesting, and this is a trap that we fall into ourselves. Maybe you can relate.
Instead of transferring that money into an actual physical savings account, you put it in what's called your mental savings account, which is basically just that thought in the back of your head of you giving yourself a pat on the back for making a smart financial decision. But there's a problem with that mental savings account because of a phenomenon dubbed malleable mental accounting, which is when you register that savings in your head, you'll sometimes not only spend that money somewhere else, making the savings irrelevant, but you'll even spend it multiple times over, and that's where you get into trouble.
How many times have you justified a new purchase in your head because of a recent smart financial decision? For instance, you negotiate a cheaper rent, and so you reward yourself by buying new furniture when you move in. Now, in 6 months' time, you use that same money from your mental savings account to take yourself on vacation. Not only was the money never actually saved, but you spent it twice.
For frugal people, the tendency can actually be even more irrational because we'll bank in our heads unincurred expenses, ones that we never made, just to justify ones that are unnecessary. So for example, we'll say, sure, we can go out to eat because we don't pay for cable. And we do that over and over again, when the truth is we would never have cable in the first place, not because we're frugal people, we just don't enjoy that type of content. But we'll earmark those non-existent purchases to defend unnecessary ones. Does that make sense? It's pretty stupid, right? But we all do it.
We're always gonna look for a loophole to circumvent self-control.
For this, I can think of two solutions, and the first is to actually make a habit of transferring money out of your bank account whenever you encounter savings. To physically go on and put money into your savings account or your investment account or to pay off debt. But that could get a little tedious, I think. The second solution, which is kind of what we do, is what you call the pay yourself first system, meaning you decide beforehand how much you want to save every month. So we have a specific number that is our target every month that we save, and that money is withdrawn from our checking account before anything is spent. It's the day after our paycheck is put in. Then you can spend the rest without restriction. If you're meeting your goals and your finances are in tip-top shape, then $50 saved here can be spent over here without feeling bad about it.
The takeaway is to not let your irrational mind trick you into thinking that you're making good financial decisions if you're really not. But what do you guys think? Do you struggle with a mental savings account? Let us know in the comments below.
Bye.
Bye.